Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Danny, and in this presentation, I'm going to give you a deeper insight about two common gender inequality cases before giving out some of the possible solutions that can help to resolve these cases. Before that, I'm going to show you the table of contents. I'm going to define the phrase gender inequality and talk about its origin. Then I'll go over the cases before ending with the solutions. So what is gender inequality? Gender inequality is the preference on one gender only, creating an unfair treatment between two genders. According to a study published by the European Journal of Archaeology, gender equality can be traced back to the period of history when humans start to settle and develop agriculture. This observation resulted from an analysis of graves on the Iberian Peninsula that are estimated to be between 5,000 to 8,000 years old. Other works have found that gender inequality had become integrated into the Middle Eastern society by the 2nd century BCE. These pictures on the slide shows the items that were found in the graves. Male graves tend to have weapons and valuable items, whereas female graves usually have ceramics and pottery. In the past, ancients always have the belief that men should be outside hunting using weapons, while women should be inside making pottery. Nowadays, it doesn't change, as people still think that men should be doing all the hard jobs, while women should be inside doing housework. This implies that there's no change in education to alter people's mindsets, which leads us to our first case, which is gender bias in education. Research have recently found that there's an estimate of 130 million girls will likely never settle in a classroom, leading them and the children losing opportunities in the future. This issue expands all around the world. For example, in USA, in the 1970s, only 12% of young women received a bachelor's degree, compared to the 20% of men. By 2020, the number has risen up to 41% for women and 32% for men. In Pakistan, more than half the percent of women are illiterate, which means they cannot read. Only 62% went to primary school, 34% attained high school, and roughly 8% attended tertiary education. Another common gender inequality case is child marriage and gender-based violence. Child marriage is the marriage between a child that is under a certain age, usually 18 years old, with another adult or a child. According to UNICEF, today there are more than 700 million girls who likely never were married before the age of 18, in which a third of that number, around 250 million, were married before the age of 15. Comparing that to the 156 million boys married before the age of 18, this implies that girls were more affected than boys. Gender-based violence came in three main forms, which are early or forced marriage, stalking, and physical violence. Early or forced marriage is the forced marriage between two parties, in which one or both parties are under the age of 18. Stalking is the unwanted surveillance on someone for a repeated amount of time or not. Lastly, physical violence is an act of attempting to cause or inflict pain, injury on someone. Moving on to the solutions. The main reason why gender bias in education exists is due to the separation based on gender of students, which is caused due to their shyness, in which the core problem due to the separation is how parents educate their children. In some Asian cultures, parents forbid the interaction of the children with other opposing gender children, leading to shyness. That's why teachers should encourage and promote students on working together so that they would unite. Outcomes of child marriage and gender-based violence are endless, ranging from mental illnesses and physical health effects to economy and education drop down. Due to the negative consequences, children should be educated about the effects of early marriage, normalize their mental health, and psychosocial support systems. In the end, gender inequality is still happening all around us, and it will keep continuing if we don't put a hand in to help. Right now, there are multiple large organizations out there trying to make a change. For example, Young Women Care, Change, or Center for Health and Gender Equity are among a few of them. Even though there are hundreds and thousands of organizations out there trying to make a change, gender inequality never seems to stop. That's why we should put an end to this problem. By promoting the effects of gender inequality to others and take actions on your daily life, we can contribute in ending this problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy.